Friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video, I told you how to download a statement of your savings or current account if you do not have facility of internet banking. In today's video, I'll explain each and every step to register for internet banking of Indian Overseas Bank so that you can have access to various features of the same. Let's get started. There are three ways. First way is simply type the name of the website, the link of the website, which is iobnet.co.in, iobnet.co.in. You type this particular page will open. So this is one way. If you're not able to remember this name, iobnet.co.in, then the other process, the other website is iob.in, iob.in is the authorized website of IOB, the genuine website of IOB. First, you have to go to Customer Corner, and once you go to Customer Corner, you will see Digital Banking. Digital Banking, this is the first option, which is Internet Banking. Click here and see you are back again to the same page. If you find this process tedious, you do not want to go to iob.in, then to customer section, then to digital banking, then to internet banking, then there is one simple way. We all know Google, right? So let us first go to Google. Here it is. After visiting Google, simply type IOB online, IOBONLINE, and then click on the very first link that you see. You click and see magic. You are back to the same page. Opt for the easiest way you feel like. I have told you the three ways. Now here you have to click on this link, continue to internet banking homepage, and this will take you to the homepage of internet banking. Here you can see so many options are there, but simply overlook them for the time being and concentrate on these two options, personal login and corporate login. Let me first clarify that corporate login is not for all the current accounts. If your current account is having authorized signatories more than one, means more than one authorized signatories, say it's a partnership firm or a company, a limited liability partnership or private limited company or whatever. If your current account is a proprietorship account, then you will have to register in personal login only. And if it's a normal savings account, again you will have to register in personal login only. I hope I have clarified the difference between personal login and corporate login. Right now, you do not have the facility of either personal or corporate login. So first we have to register for them. And after registering, we will do login theme, which I will cover in my next video. After clicking on register, it will take us to this page. Now it is first asking to give us a login ID. Your login ID should be unique. Unique in the sense, like we have so many customers in our Indian Overseas Bank that your name might get match with someone else's. It is a common thing. That is the reason why a name should be login ID should be unique. But remember, login ID should be 6 to 8 characters on, right? It is not mentioned anywhere here, but I'm telling you, if you cross the limit of 8 characters, say if you give 9 characters, then system will show an error after submitting. The most important thing which will confuse you if you are doing this process, especially on mobile, that you can go to next section, next tab once you fill the first tab. First you have to give the login ID, then you can go to password, then you can go to repeat password, then go to account number. If you try to jump on any one section, if you try to skip one column, the another column will be like transparent. It will not allow you to enter anything. So this is one thing that you need to keep in your mind. Let us give login ID. My name is Sumit Jangle. So let us try this. JANGLES. How much it is? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and give 8. Password should be an alphanumeric, should consist uppercase letter, lowercase numbers, and one special character. So password should be like this only. It is not like that capital letter should come first, small should come second. No, but it should consist of all these. Otherwise, system will not accept. And also, password will not be a strong password. So let us give a password like capital S of Sumit, then UMJAN 12 at the rate. Repeat the password. So this password has uppercase, lowercase, numbers, and a special character. So it is the correct password. Here it is showing also strong password. After that, select salutation, Mr. Mrs. You give your first name, middle name, and last name, which is your surname. First name and last name are mandatory. Middle name you can skip. And resident status, Indian mostly. Then country, India. You can scroll down, select, or you can simply type INDIA, and here it comes. Then your email ID. Always remember to first register your email ID in the branch. Ask them to link this email ID with your account. Then only the system will accept it here. After email ID, give your registered mobile number. Again, the same number which you have given in the branch. Then 15-digit account number. Complete 15 digit. Again, a shortcut will not do. So better you take a passbook in front of you while filling this form. So it will be easier for you to give the 15 digits, correct 15 digits. Because if you press the backspace or delete any digit, as I had mentioned earlier, you will get an error of invalid session or session expired. Nickname, you can give anything. We will give SUM for now, and make fund transfer as yes, because this is the one important or major facility for which we avail internet banking, that we need not to go to branch if we want to send money to someone, and that is why I make it yes. If by chance it remains as no issues, we can change it later. That I'll explain in my next video. Then this last part, which is captcha. Again, I'll suggest if CAPTCHA image is not clear, simply refresh and keep refreshing unless the image is clear. Do not press backspace. I'm again and again telling you, please remember this one small thing. Then submit and confirm. As internet banking is already available on that particular account, so after confirming, I received an error that internet banking facility has already been availed for this account. But you will not receive this error because you will be registering for the very first time. So after confirming, one PDF file will automatically get saved in your mobile or laptop. Simply take the printout. There is a place where you have to put your signature and submit the same in the branch. Before putting your signature, cross check all the information. It is correct. It is mentioned correct in that form. One more thing, you will receive one email in your registered email ID which will contain a fund transfer pin. While sending money to someone, two-step authentication is there. One is OTP and one is fund transfer pin. Fund transfer pin will be same each and every time. OTP will be new generated OTP and it will come to a registered mobile number. And that PDF file which you will receive on your mail ID will be a password protected file, and the password will be your user ID. It is mentioned in the email, but I am just telling you. So I hope this video was helpful. Simply click that subscribe button so that and that notification bell so that you can get the notification of the upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.